We are here. This is officially the end of the year webinar for CompanyCam. Luke Hansen, CEO of CompanyCam, somebody I happen to know, is with us.
So excited.
Luke and I host a little podcast called the Good Contractor podcast, which in a way, this is the end of the year webinar, but it's also like the last episode of the Good Contractor podcast for season two. And I would love everybody to chat with us. Tell us where you're coming in from. Wow, look at this. Wrightsville, Pennsylvania, Tyler from Texas, New Jersey, SoCal, Nebraska, which is where we are, Phoenix,
Word
Ohio.
association, Coeur
With
d'Alene,
the
Gators, steel mills, uh, Aggies. Oh man, we got people from all parts.
Look at that. Minnesota, Virginia, Maryland, Georgia, British Columbia. Let's go. We do have the CEO of CompanyCam here, and this is a CompanyCam webinar. So I feel like the first question I should ask is, how was 2025 for CompanyCam? Let's start there, and then we'll get your thoughts on 2026. But first, let's talk about the year
Unmitigated
that was.
disaster.
Whoa.
No.
I no, I don't think that's what.
No, I don't know. I mean, I'd say it was a great year.
Yeah.
We grew a lot, we built a lot of cool stuff, traveled around to a bunch of trade shows. We had hundreds of millions of photos uploaded, I think tens of millions of videos. We had a good year.
Hey, if you have a question and you want to get that in there for Luke and not just let John ask questions, you can do that in the chat. So feel free to throw those in. We had a few come in on. Yes, thank you, Luke, for also participating in the chat.
Okay, John, what's on the docket? Let's get us
Okay,
moving.
we've recapped 2025. What is Luke most excited about when it comes to CompanyCam
Oof.
2026, or even just the space that CompanyCam serves?
So what I'm most excited about, I give this speech to the company periodically, and John, you'll recognize this, but it's basically, you know, company cam, hey, we charge money for this product. We store a lot of photos. We try to bring a lot of value. This is not like an advertising product. We don't make money from people just looking at the screen. We don't need you to use it to scroll. Like, we don't need your attention. And we honestly don't want it. Like, you have a real job. And so I always tell the company, like, our opportunity is to continually lower the amount of work that it takes to use company cam. Like, what are the things that you have to do in there? How easy is it to use? How do we like require, or I'll say, how do we ask less and less of you and your team so that it's continually easier and simpler? And then how do we bring continually more value that you're doing less and you're getting more? And so the I mean, there's good design, there's all sorts of like things that really matter in that regard. AI is like the sort of key new innovation that I think is going to unlock a ton of that, which is to say, you are required to do very little, and we will be able to do continually more and more in terms of building out documentation, um, helping you communicate with the customer, helping you get paid, helping you communicate with the insurance company, helping you look better on the internet. Like, some of the stuff we have coming is oriented around just growing your business. And it's like, you're trusting us with all this data, with photos, with documents, with videos, with a lot of information about the work. And the question we're always asking ourselves is, how do we make that your data continually more valuable to you? That if you put it in company cam, that it helps your business, like helps you operate it day to day, helps you get good customers, helps you get paid, helps you, like, how can we make what you're giving us more valuable? Because that's good for you, that's good for us. And the like fundamentally, I do think it's like that AI is kind of going to be the tool in the background that is like really doing a lot of work. And then from our side, we're going to build a bunch of new capabilities that 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 help your business. And I mean, we can get into some of those. I want to go
Where do you want to
to
go
spill
first? We
too
got
many
quite a.
beans.
Jay Van Ross is asking, "Ooh, can we get CompanyCam sound notifications like our own? That'd be cool. We need to think some interesting, unique
That's
sound."
clever. We got a lot of musicians here. It's all just John's tasty guitar licks every time you save something in company cam.
I was like,
Just
geez.
it's
So
John playing AC/DC. Just for the record, if we don't talk about your comment, whether it's
yeah,
positive, negative, any which way, this is all getting saved. And we have an entire team here of people that will be either reaching out to you to make sure that you have an answer, or if it's like a feature request or something that you want us to do, we will be saving that and storing it. Like, so for example, integration with Monday.com. I believe we have that, Stephanie. Or I'll tell you what, if we don't, we are working on it.
Tom says he'd
Planned
love it.
integration with, sorry, with
No, go ahead.
LMN estimating CRM for the landscape industry. Brian, we're always open to integrating with anyone. And so if you were to talk to Lean Scraper, I'll say this, it's very easy to integrate with CompanyCam. We've really tried to build everything in such a way that if another company wants to integrate with us, we just make that really easy for them. I think last year, uh, more than 25 other software companies built integrations into CompanyCam. In the last 2 years, I want to say it's approaching 100. And so, Lean Scraper would be like, if you were to go talk to them, it would be like they would probably be able to do it. Sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
no, I'm going to dive in here real quick. Number one, because this is awesome and I love
Our
seeing all
lean
this,
scaper.
I don't want people to feel like this is the only time they can dive in is when we have a webinar. That's what the
Yeah, yeah.
community that's what the community is for, along with obviously, your rep at Company Camp, but I mean just individual questions or you just want to chat with other folks like you are right now. The community.companycam.com, like this is already beginning where people are asking these questions and our team members are able to come in and answer them or say, hey, great idea, or hey, we haven't thought of it that way, or let's try this. So I just want to point out that if we want to extend this conversation, it's all free. Register. You don't have to even be a Company Cam user. You could just be a contractor. You can be anyone. Come in, dive in, and ask us questions. Which brings me to exactly this. And we did take some questions beforehand from the community. I want to get to this. Number one, I believe it was Cody that asked, is there a search your library feature in the pipeline that will allow a global search of photos? He said, I'm thinking of like an iPhone photos where you can search a keyword like manufacturer or ground mount or standing seam. So that's
That is
one.
currently being worked on. Yes.
Perfect. Um, and then this is more of a general question. He said, have you heard of any non-contractors or any other industries using Company Cam? And in my almost 4 years here, I've heard so many.
There's a bunch of, I mean, like one thing we've tried to do is to focus on broadly like contractors, and that
Yeah.
catches most of it. But, roofers, pool builders, plumbers, pond diggers, found that one. Didn't know that existed.
Boom.
Flooring, but basically across the sort of trades. We have had, I mean, I remember there was a company that was like outfitting police cars. So they were turning, Dodge Chargers into police cars and they were documenting that in Company Cam. Customer. We actually have we have a very well known running shoe company that that helps manage their visibility in retail stores by documenting that in Company Cam. Um, we
Boy,
have
I have two.
multiple companies that build yachts,
Yeah.
actually.
Do you
Uh,
remember? Do you remember? Did I tell you about the one that they used the location feature? So instead of the project being a residential area or an address, they use the parking spaces because they have 50 to 75 vans used for Amazon that they keep track of. And so each space was their own project, and then they would keep track of the condition of the vans when they were returned and then going back out. And that one was a cool one, I thought. Okay,
Oh, hey, sorry.
go ahead.
I can't. I'm a chat looker now. I'm looking at the chat and well, Brian Lewis said something about reviews. And yes, we do have the ability to get reviews to help you get reviews. Basically, you can select a few photos from the project and it sends them this really nice kind of like review packet and then links them over to Google to get you reviews. Um, we are working on some cool, I'm going to say cool improvements there that will help to automate that and that will
basically help the user write a review based on what kind of job it is, based on what words you're trying to rank for on Google. Like reviews are going to be a big thing in 2026 of really helping you get reviews, trying to get your customers to attach photos to reviews. And then, yes, as far as storing them in CompanyCam, that's a good question. We want to store the reviews in CompanyCam. Like we want to have that data because we want to be able to connect it to other things. Like we want to help you do marketing. We want to make sure, again, to the larger point of if you're giving us data, we want to make it more valuable to you. Um, what, but crucially, where most people want their reviews is on Google. They want to be able to be found through Google. And so I'm curious, like, if anyone in the chat has somewhere else, like, is there somewhere else that you really want to rank well and have good reviews other than Google? Like, is it Facebook, Yelp, you
Gotta
name
vote
it?
for Facebook
Because like
already. Yeah. Yeah.
we're going to be in a position to connect some of these things up, and like Google is just the biggest player there by a mile. Yeah, Sarah's on it. Google reviews are number one. And like it is my view that if you do it like our keep talking about, I'll say our mission. We want to bring more value with less work. Uh that sort of sits at the core. Um and she was talking about Google reviews, Facebook reviews, and I had a thought here. We believe that what you're storing in CompanyCam should be helping you grow your business. That all you should have to do is to do good work, treat your customers well, and then document that. And that should be the data that's great to help you do marketing. It should be accessible to other systems so that you can integrate it with, different things. But we're we're going to be big in 2026 on this idea that if you do good work, you should not have to know anything about SEO. You should not have to be a wizard at making social media videos. You should not have to have the smartest review strategy. You should not have to be writing blogs or like all of this stuff. Like we are basically thinking if you do great work and you use CompanyCam and you're giving us that valuable information, we want to put ourselves in a position to do a bunch of that on your behalf, to help you do it such that, you're in a position you can review it, you can check it out, but you don't have to be, yeah, exactly. Push a button. Like it should be that simple. Maybe don't even have to push a button. Just take a picture.
I love it. I was reading through, speaking of people that are not traditional contractors, Denise says her industry is a indoor golf simulator. Denise, I'd love to talk with you about putting those in my
Oh
home.
yeah.
Let's see. We have Blake says they're a commercial door and door hardware supplier. Very cool. Oh, Alex, Pella Windows. I have Pella windows and doors in my house, Luke. How about that? Amazing.
I had Pella, now I have Anderson. Hey,
Hey,
sorry.
that's
But
fine. I'm
the
a Pella guy over here, buddy.
yeah, well, we lost one of our best sales reps to Pella, so I'm a little salty still.
Oh,
Uh, R.I.P. Brady. He's alive, but he doesn't work here
that's
anymore.
yeah, that's right. Brady is still with us, and we all like Brady.
Brady's awesome. Yeah, we
Um,
got Anderson in the chat.
Look at this. We're gonna
Uh,
have a fight. We're gonna have an Anderson Pella fight. We have a surprise guest, by the way, Luke. I'd like to bring in.
what?
Yeah, how about that? We have a surprise guest. Christian is going to let the surprise guest in, and I think our
Bring
surprise guest
him or
has this.
her.
Oh, look
Hello.
who it is! It's
What?
Oh my
Ashley
gosh.
Smith. Now, I want to say something real quick. Ashley Smith is our surprise guest. Ashley Smith was our very first guest on the Good Contractor podcast. We've come full circle. We've done 2 seasons. And if I remember correctly, Ashley, during that episode, you had some earrings that Luke commented on. So,
Oh,
what
yeah.
earrings are you wearing today?
Today I have
Luke.
I just don't know what to do here. Someone make sure we get a screenshot of that. Those are, dude.
oh, John
You
has
know what
plenty of pictures.
you're gonna be closing deals in those.
I
I'll
know,
tell you
right?
that.
My gosh.
You are
I
gonna be closing deals.
I think we should definitely market this gold chain that you wore?
Oh
Because
yeah.
Oh,
you raised so much
wow.
money looking like a homeless lady with your
Hold on,
mullet
hold
back.
on, hold on. Looking
Oh.
homeless. Okay, Ashley, you're reminding me. One of my
Just for
least
you.
favorite employees at this company, when I
Me.
was walking around there, no,
Oh,
when I was
dang it.
walking around there looking like that, I say that she's one of my favorite employees of this company, but she was making fun of like my appearance, which is
I love it.
fair.
It's
And
memorable.
hey, thank you. And I said, well, look, I'm just trying to, take it easy and, not look too much like a drug dealer. And she just said, try harder.
Yeah.
And I've got a kick out of that ever since.
Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Do we need a close up?
Oh, look at these. Yeah, I think we do need a close up. Like, I
Fun
just
story. My first ever business when I was 12 was making jewelry. I don't know if we talked about that, but like all this is I printed this shit out on some paper for you, and I was like, John, I got an idea.
That's
not only does she own Always Forward Roofing and is a roofing master and a power CompanyCam user, but she now has CompanyCam earrings
Yeah.
with Luke and a mullet and the CompanyCam chain. I mean, look at
I'm
that. That's
gonna need I'm
dedication.
gonna need a couple sets of those for my wife. I'm gonna make her wear those around. She
Don't
would
tempt me. I will make you
she
legit
would
earrings.
panic. Yeah,
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
like them
we
Option.
have
on metal or acrylic?
Ashley, we cannot. We're gonna play a game with before we let Ashley go.
Okay.
But also, I just want to let you know that Ashley, in the chat, you have spawned someone asking what's the Venmo. So I mean, you may be able to sell these, which is
Perfect.
an interesting twist for all those company
Perfect.
cam. It's a great last minute, stocking stuffer for all those
Yeah.
you looking for a last minute gift in the holiday season. This is perfect.
Message me today through our website, and I will ship
Ashley
them to
Smith,
you.
Always
Yeah,
Forward
boss,
Roofing.
we're getting all these leads, but not for roofs. They want necklace or earrings. What's going on?
Perfect.
That's fine. I've
Perfect.
got
Okay.
Okay,
my
what's the
director of
game? John,
operations
what's the
sitting with
game?
me. We're good.
Okay, the game is we're bringing Josh, our producer, in, and Josh is here now, and Josh is going to play a game, and we wanted someone who was not you or me, Luke, because the game is guess who said it. So Josh is going to give us things that Luke and I have said on the podcast, and we have to guess who said it.
Like whether it
This
was
is
me or you?
correct. I think we should also
Okay.
let Ashley vote.
Uh,
Okay.
Everybody see the screen okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it.
All right, so these are quotes from the podcast.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I've
Oh,
gone over
so-
every episode and come through some of the best, chef kiss.
Yeah,
moments.
Josh
so
GPT.
nervous. Okay.
Adults don't exist. It's just an idea they sell to kids to get them to do what they want them to do.
It's Luke.
That's Luke. That's Luke.
This
That
was
actually-
said amidst an invite to the
I
community.
have
page.
never seen a chat go all in on a vote as fast.
Yeah, that
as
does
this
sound like
one.
something I would say. Is that a direct quote? Okay,
It's
good.
exactly what you said.
Mhm.
Okay, good. Okay.
I had to trim it down. You said more.
Luhe.
Everybody in the chat that said Luke that fast.
Yeah,
no.
they all knew.
Okay, next.
Look, sorry, they all know adults are fake, and they know that I'm wiser than John. Okay, carry on.
Yeah, I think you ended the statement with when you realize this is true, the rest of the world makes more sense.
It does.
Right.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I measure in moons now because I'm becoming one with the earth.
That what?
I'm gonna give this one to Ashley because I honestly
This is one of
cannot
those-
remember.
This is one of those lines that was said during the midst of conversation, and I don't know that even everybody who listened to the podcast would have caught it.
I can see. I measure in moons now. Like I can see like the eyes closed, like all of the like things popping around the head happening, and that's always Luke.
This is the most split
Yeah,
one
okay.
so far. Oh, I feel good
Okay,
about this
I have
game
no
now.
idea. I have no
It's
recollection of
Luke.
this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh my God! Look, see
Okay.
that?
Yeah,
That's what I
that's a good.
envisioned.
First of all, that's a good meme. Yeah, I do. I measure in moons. My wife tries to tell me that like something like bacteria is more active on a full moon, or whatever they're
Mhm.
brainwashing you with on
That's
Instagram
gonna
these
be on
days.
the next game.
Yeah.
This is my favorite gift.
So I got to keep
in the
track of
world.
those moons.
that's right.
All right, next.
Okay.
I
It's all
just saw a
test.
clip from Designing Women where she said dang near the same thing as Gary V.
Dang,
Oh,
you
I-
same thing. That's John.
I said this because yes. Not only do
I'm
I think
sorry,
I
I-
have really important stuff to say sometimes that other people see may disagree, but I am telling you, yeah. Why am I
Dang near.
shouting?
Dang near.
I know. I'm trying to think, what was this? Oh, it was the whole thing about how Gary Vee talked about when Prince had passed away, and that he was such an iconic music figure. You could pick anybody like Prince or anybody you like that is iconic. And after a week went by, obviously people move on with their lives and they may not talk about them every single day, but the impact that he may have made on somebody in a studio or something like that, that person may think about it every day. And there was a Designing Women clip where she
Mm.
said the same
I
thing.
just I think
And
the
Yep.
intersection of people who are aware of designing women and things Gary Vee says is very uniquely
it's
John.
called old, Josh, and I'm old. So
Hey
that's how
guys,
that intersection happens.
tune into the end of your webinar so you can hear John's boring stories again.
Gather around by the campfire, kids, and Uncle John's gonna tell you some. Okay, here we go.
I'm actually
Uh,
impressed with how little dumb stuff you do.
I that has to be me.
Yeah.
That has
Yeah,
to.
yeah, because
I feel like I
he's
definitely would say that. Or
That's
no,
like-
I don't know. Maybe John
It's
would say
a
that about me.
insult wrapped in a compliment.
Yeah,
Luke.
exactly. It's like
I'm
it's an insult
actually impressed.
sandwich.
It's Luke.
Okay. Yeah, okay,
I
good.
almost
That
for a
was
second thought
was a
that one was
no-brainer.
me.
It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
after one of the trade show clip videos, and I think Luke wanted more unhinged content from John than we
I
received.
think we all do.
yeah. I'm just gonna say this that I really, Luke's constructive criticism is not only constructive, but it's hurtful, and I think that's really what makes it important.
Pam in the chat, you can find this podcast wherever you get your podcasts. The Good
That's right.
Contractor podcast.
Yeah, and stay for the information.
Okay,
but,
keep them
enjoy the
coming
entertainment.
here.
All right. Next, they need me. I can do whatever the hell I want.
That sounds like something I would say also.
It
I'm not
does.
gonna lie. I can't see John saying that.
Mhm.
Maybe I had a moment of confidence. Ashley, any thoughts on this one?
If I had a moment of confidence.
That's Luke, man.
Overconfidence
Is
is,
it?
what I meant to say.
Tracy thinks it's John.
I mean, what happens, Luke, if this is John? What does that do to you?
I mean, it's funny because I was on a podcast last night, and again, shout out Eric Pondigger. We were both like panelists or whatever in the chat, so like neither of us could start recording, and we're all just like looking at each other like, and he's like, "You're a tech guy," and I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a John problem." Or Josh or someone like I'm not pushing the record button, editing the video. I don't know how any of this works. They say show up at 11 a.m. and I turn on my computer and I show up at 11 a.m. So this could be a John. They need me, otherwise this podcast doesn't happen. That's at least possible.
It's
Yeah.
John.
I want.
Yep.
It's
Okay,
John. Now-
this is the one I have no clue why I said it or what I was talking about.
Because Luke
Not a clue.
provoked you. It had to be
This-
provoked.
No, this was John. This was John taking on a persona. He was like basically saying that there are people who act this way as like a not me, but
yeah.
people who do.
That doesn't seem like something I would say about myself, that's for sure. Because I cannot do whatever I want, and I've proven that over the last 40 some odd years. So that's yes.
Couldn't help putting John in an awkward position here with all the
Yes.
power given me by the slide deck.
I love it.
Okay. This is the last one. Never argue with stupid people. They will drag you down to their level and beat you with experience.
That's a great quote. I
It is.
can't believe I said that. That sounds like a guest might have said that, or John.
That's what I was thinking.
Any guesses in the chat?
Ooh.
It was Pam Rudd.
Yeah, it was Pam.
Pam said it, and
I might have said it
congrats,
because
Pam.
I heard someone say it, like I was repeating it, because
Yeah.
like I already love that quote.
It's a great quote.
but-
It is not you or John. This is the one that isn't. It is Mark Twain, classic.
Now, Josh,
Just
correct
feels
me
very
if
in
I'm-
line. It feels like something you could hear from the podcast.
Correct me if I'm wrong. We did not have Mark Twain on the podcast, right? Or did we?
Not yet.
No,
okay.
The technology
it was-
has yet.
It was Samuel Clemens. We
Oh, okay. I thought it was
none of us knew.
I thought it was the Kentucky Fried Chicken guy. No, we didn't have him on either. I can't remember who it was. Anyway, somebody like that. Well, it's a good
That's
game,
it.
Josh.
Yeah.
That's it for the
Thank
game.
you. Very good. And Ashley, thank you so much for joining
Thank
us. Do you want to
you, guys.
do you want to leave us with any wisdom or any great things about CompanyCam? Any tips or tricks you want to share with our audience?
Tips or tricks? Well, they don't pay me, so Take that.
Yeah,
Know
we
that.
won't unless you deliver
Take
an incredible
that.
tip.
I don't have to say anything nice.
No, she doesn't.
No, but really, thank you guys for this year. You guys have seriously, out of all of the platforms, been the ones that continue to innovate and I think truly embrace helping the good contractors do the things that we don't really want to do, which is dealing with figuring out marketing and reaching new markets and all that crap that we just want to build and we want to do good work. And thank you guys for putting the right people in place to brainstorm and make happen how to do that. So that's my ass kissing.
Thank you,
day.
Ashley. We
You're the best.
And my one tip, John knows my favorite. John knows my favorite quote. So,
I'm ready. If it's not feeding you,
don't eat it.
that's right.
Mm.
That's
a good
right.
one.
That's the best.
I
Yes.
love you guys. Happy holidays. Thanks for having me. Good to see you all.
Happy holidays, Ashley. Thank you.
Bye.
Ashley Smith participated in our game. I feel like she was the best at it. Maybe it was Luke. Maybe it was the chat. If you want to ask more questions like this, you don't have to wait for a webinar. You can listen to the Good Contractor podcast wherever you get your podcasts. You can also go to community.companykam.com, register for a username. It's absolutely free, and you can just ask questions there or talk with each other about what's going on in your business and in your world. We made that space just for you so you can just hang out and hopefully learn from each other and just trade stories and best practices and all that good stuff. I'm going to send us out today with a recap video that our good friend and awesome producer Josh has put together. We'll send you guys out with a recap of season 2 of the Good Contractor podcast. Thank you to everyone who joined. We will see you soon.
Thank you.
Guess where we are? We're at
CompanyCam.com.
That's right, .com. Thanks for including that. This is a podcast where we talk to contractors who do good work. Dan Waters, working with Matt, Marianne Bocott, Jared Kaufman, Kevin Choquette, Jesse Dembler, Dimitri Ivanchuk, Colleen Keyworth.
Forming a group of women together, they're able to rise up and create change.
Nobody in construction looked like me.
We should all come together, all help each other out.
Work the best and we work the most efficient when we're operating as a team.
Trying to create that environment here.
It's really great to see everyone actually giving a shit.
I have ADD, ADHD, OCD.
Well, I've been nothing but real with you on this podcast. I'm going to stop now.
This guy can pilot our remote killdozer. Hand him the phone.
Why the hell am I doing this?
Are we playing games or are we just talking about? I feel like that makes it more dramatic. If you plan on drinking someone else's poop, it might as well be a friend.
Can I go?
Probably some song where it would be funny.
Podcast.
It's crazy what you can learn on the internet, right?
Luke, the CEO of CompanyCam. John, just a humble
rock star.
Can I
No,
swear?
we can curse on
definitely
this.
Say that. The in Spanish. Pinche calor.
Am I crazy? Is everyone say this except for me?
Correct.
Yes.
20 and 90
Plus
and
50
gives you
or whatever,
70,
yeah.
right?
So is that's the math you were talking about. So we're picturing your dad yelling at you in Russian beyond the incredible opportunity that you're currently experiencing. Josh is going to say when he has to edit this episode down into something usable, this sucks.
There was one moment there where wow.